Yo, it's your boy Wes the Tech here to bring you another one of my personal favorite tech tips to help you as an artist grow on your craft. Now, today we're going to go over how to deal with criticism as a music artist, all right? So if you're a recording artist who's currently struggling with dealing with criticism, then this is the perfect video for you, because in this video, I'm going to give you some really helpful tips that I've learned that can help you deal with criticism as an independent recording artist, all right? Now, before I continue, I definitely want to let you guys know about my free music business checklist that's available to download on my website right now. This is for any one of you guys who's looking into starting your own music business, but don't quite know exactly where to start, right? With this free tool, you'll actually be able to download 3 things right away to start your own music business right away as of today, all right? So if you want to grab that free tool, you can click on the link above. I'll also leave the link in the descriptions below, all right? Now, let's deal with this criticism. When it comes to dealing with criticism, I'm going to be honest with you guys, it's not very easy, especially as an artist, right? As an artist, we are expressing ourselves through our music, right? We take our time to write our music, we put our music together, we make choruses, we do all of these amazing things, and then we put a product out. We create this product and we love it. It's an expression. It makes us feel good, right? But then we introduce it to the world, and a lot of people in the world may have something negative to say about that, and it could really hurt us as artists, because let's be honest, artists, we're sensitive, and we have a right to be sensitive because we put so much work into something and we just want to be loved. We just want people to like our music, or at least get something out of it, something positive out of it, right? Well, when it comes with dealing with criticism, there are some things that I've learned throughout the years that really helped me, and I'm going to go over those things, and I hope that they can help you too, all right? The first thing that you always want to remember when it comes to criticism is that criticism is unavoidable, all right? There is no way around criticism. Why? Because everybody just simply don't like everything, right? It is just the reality of life. No matter how good your music is, there will always be somebody out there who won't like it, right? Michael Jackson's Thriller album is the most sold album worldwide, and it is still to this day the most albums sold worldwide. There were people back then who did not like the album. There are people now who don't like the album. There are people who it just wasn't their vibe, right? That doesn't mean that the album wasn't good. Obviously, it's the highest selling one, but there were still people out there who had something negative to say about it. Why? Because that's just the reality of life. Not everybody's gonna like everything, so we have to be able to accept the fact that criticism will come, right? Especially as a recording artist, right? As an artist, as an actor, as a sports athlete, we are going to be in front of a lot of people all the time, right? When it comes to artists, we're literally letting a lot of people hear our music. People are going to see us in music videos. People are going to see us perform. We're in a profession that's in front of a lot of people. We're not an accountant sitting in an office and don't have to deal with people. Our very profession deals with putting ourselves in the spotlight in front of a lot of people. We are going to be criticized. It is just a reality. Knowing that you're going to be criticized and knowing that it's coming is something that will help you deal with it, because you can't expect that criticism isn't there, right? So the first thing that I'll always tell everybody is understand that criticism will come. It will come. It's inevitable. It's something that will always be there. So that's the first and foremost thing. Criticism will always be there. Now, the second thing that helps me deal with criticism is understanding that when somebody is criticizing, understanding and getting to the bottom of what exactly are they criticizing in your music, right? Understanding what they're criticizing in your music can help you deal with the actual criticism. Why? Because there are so many reasons why somebody may not like a song, and that reason may not even be that big of a deal for them to not like it. But if they don't express it to you, you may take it somewhere else, right? For example, let's say somebody just doesn't like hip hop. You let them play your hip hop song and they say they don't like it. right? The first thing you're not going to think, okay, they just don't like hip hop. You're going to take it even more personally. As artists, we're going to think the words, oh, they must say this song sucks. No, they just don't like that genre of music, right? That's something that we can understand. Okay, you don't like hip hop. I get why you don't like it. Now you can get past that a lot easier. Or let's say they just don't like the quality of it. Maybe it doesn't sound professional, right? That as an artist, when we're making music, we know when our music doesn't sound like what it sounds like on the radio. We know that right away. We know that before we let somebody listen to the song, right? So when we hear that, that's something that we can't really get offended with because we know that our music is in quality, right? That's something we could get past. The things that we really can't get past is when someone is really coming for just the whole concept of the song. I just don't like the song. I don't like the song idea, this, that, and the third. That is harder to overcome. I will be honest. I will say that. That is a reality. But understanding exactly what they're critiquing about the music is important for you to get over or get past the critique that they may have. When someone tells me that they don't like my music, I'll never leave it right there. My follow-up question immediately after is going to be like, okay, well, what don't you like about the song? It's okay to not like it. It's not for everybody, but what is it that you don't like about it? Because maybe that can help me improve, right? You turn that criticism into constructive criticism. Find out exactly what they don't like about it. Maybe, like I said, it might just be an engineering thing that they don't like. Or maybe they love the lyrics of the verses, but they don't really like the chorus too much. Whatever the case may be, understanding exactly what they don't like about it will help you with the grieving process, so to speak, right? But it'll also help you get past and understand why they are criticizing you. Never give somebody an opportunity to criticize you without them actually criticizing in detail, right? We have to understand that there are people who are professional critiques, right? People do critiques as a living, right? We have movie critics. We have music critics. We have sports critics. These people are literally getting paid to critique things. They are professionals. They know the right way to critique something. They know the right way to say it so that it doesn't seem personal, right? The average day human being don't know how to do that. So it's our job as the artist to get to the bottom of what exactly they don't like about it, so that we can understand where the criticism is coming from. So again, the second thing is for us to do our due diligence to understand exactly what is being critiqued, and not just accepting the criticism as something flat like, oh, your music is just trash. Never accept that, right? Get to the bottom of exactly what they don't like about it. So that would be the second thing, and that's a really helpful thing that I do that really helps me get past criticism. Now, the third thing, and probably the most important thing of criticism altogether, is understanding that one person's opinion or even 1,000 people's opinion of your music doesn't ultimately mean that you shouldn't continue being an artist. It doesn't mean that you're not right where you're supposed to be. It doesn't mean that you're not living in the purpose that God called you to live in. Just because a bunch of people don't like your music does not mean that you cannot be an artist, right? It just means that a bunch of people don't like your music, and your goal and your job is to find people who do. It's just that simple, right? I say this because I'm speaking from experience, right? In the very beginning with me, a lot of people didn't like my music. Granted, it was the beginning of my music, so, I had to get better over time. But still to this day, a lot of people still don't like my music. And I'm okay with that. Why? Because I found enough people who do like my music, who have put me in a position to do music full time. You don't need everybody to love your music. You just need enough people to love your music to put you in a position to actually not have to do a 9-to-5 job outside of music. Enough supporters, people who will buy your merch, people who will always listen to your music and stream it and listen and watch your music videos. You just need enough people to do that. Not everybody, right? So if you get one person who don't like your music, you'll find another. For every one person that won't like it, you'll find 3 other people that will. You just have to do the research and find the right places to actually send your music out to, right? So again, the third thing is understanding and accepting that one person cannot dictate the future of your music. One person cannot or does not have the ultimate judgment or the final say on whether your song is good or not. All right. Now, the last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share a little testimony with you guys, especially when it comes to this last part of this, because this happened recently with me with my biggest song right now, "Feeling Like David." Right. So when I initially released that song, I had a really good feeling about it. Like, I'm like, man, I love this song. I love how it came together. I know a lot of people will like this song, this, that, and the third. And I released it. I was already getting some positive reviews about it, and then I submitted it to one of the top blog sites for my particular genre. Right? I submitted it to them, and I waited to hear the live review, because they actually do live reviews on the music. And when the live review came out, they didn't have much positive things to say about my music, about the song. And I was taken aback by it, because I was actually surprised, because I was already getting positive reviews, and I really thought that I put together a really great record. So after that review happened, I really started to doubt the record. I really started to doubt the song in general. Like, man, maybe the song isn't as good as I thought it was, right? So I sat in it, and I let overnight happen. I wake up the next morning, right? And the next day I really dealt with it some more. I dealt with it some more. And I believe it was the following morning, because I released it on a Friday. It was a Sunday morning. I woke up, and I saw one of the reels that I had that I actually used the song for went viral. Right? By the time I woke up, it was already at 900,000, and literally like 2 hours later, it hit 1 million views. Right? That same song hit 1 million views. I checked my Shazam. Over 300 people Shazammed the song. The streams went up everywhere on all my platforms for that particular song. Right? That song right now is my most successful song to date. Right? And that's the very same song that one of the top websites of my genre had a negative review on. Right? Suppose I took that review, took it to heart, listened to them, and removed the song from all streaming services the day after. Right? Let's say I got the review on Friday, removed it on Saturday. I would have never went viral on Sunday, because I let that critique, or I let that one person dictate the entire success of my song. Right? We cannot do that as artists. We have to understand that at the end of the day, everybody is human. Everybody has their tastes and their things that they don't like. There are people out there who don't like ketchup on their hot dogs. It's a reality. One of my best friends don't do ketchup. He only does mustard, right? It is a reality. Some people don't like ketchup with fries. They rather have blue cheese with fries, right? It's just a reality, right? Not everybody likes everything. And we have to understand that even when it comes to critiquing, right? Don't let anybody stop you from what you're doing with this music, right? Keep releasing your music. Keep getting better. Keep refining your craft. Keep doing everything that you possibly can to put forth a great product. That's all you have to do from your end. As long as you put maximum effort into your music and you continue to do that with every song that you do, that's all that matters. Those who have negative things to say about it, find out what exactly they're critiquing, this, that, and the third, but be able to accept it, because at the end of the day, you already know that these are stuff that comes naturally with being an artist, all right? So I hope all of this helps. I'm going to go through over those 3 good tips again. The first one is accepting that there will always be criticism when it comes to your music. Number 2 is allowing yourself to find out more about exactly what they are criticizing. Understanding exactly where the criticism is coming from when it comes to the particular music. And number 3, understanding that no one person can stop the success of your music or your particular song. All right. Now, I hope all of this helps. And of course, guys, I would love for you guys to leave comments in the comment section below. All right. Let's encourage each other. I am trying to build a community of just positive people when it comes to music. So any other tips that you guys may think of, share it in the comments, right? Share what you do to help get over criticism, right? Whatever it is, we're here to help each other out. And I really just wanted to make this video to just help those of you who are struggling with it, because I remember there was a point in my life that I really struggled with it as well. And I may have never have continued doing music, and I would have never got to where I am today, where I'm doing music full-time for a living, right? The only difference between me and a lot of other people is that I never stopped. I got close. You know what I'm saying? I almost quit, but I never fully quit ultimately, which is why I'm here today. And I want the same thing for you guys as well. Don't quit. Keep doing your music. Eventually, your music will be heard by the right people, all right? But that's pretty much it, guys. That's what this video is today. You know, I hope it helps. And of course, for those of you who's looking into leaving that 9-to-5 job so that you can do music full-time like myself, I strongly urge you to grab my book here, The 13 Steps to Jumpstart Your Music Business. All right, I have it in ebook form as well as physical copies. The ebook is much cheaper than the physical copies of it, but it's available on my website right now. It's all the steps that I took to put myself in a position to leave my 9-to-5 job so that I could do music full-time. And I want the same thing for each and every single one of you guys as well, all right? So definitely grab that if you can. The links will be in the bios and everything like that as well. And that's it, guys, all right? So that's pretty much it. I hope this helps you with dealing with criticism in the future, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.
I feel like Moses, big Moses. Yeah. Can nobody hold me? Yeah. I'm feeling like Daniel, Big Daddy. Yeah. Can nobody face me? Yeah. I feel like Joseph, Big Joseph. Yeah. Can nobody break